and welcome to this supplemental video lesson for the Just Jazz Guitar magazine. My name is Monroe Quinn, and the song that I just played is called Blues a la Remo. And the song is off my solo guitar CD, On Riverside Drive. Each song on the CD was either inspired by or written as a dedication to someone that I'm very, very grateful for. So that song, Blues a la Remo, was written for my guitar teacher, Remo, who I was fortunate enough to study with for 10 years, a little over 10 years. Remo was an incredible jazz guitar player who recorded with Charlie Parker, Sarah Vaughan, Dizzy Gillespie, Teddy Wilson, many, many others. And the song is a blues in the key of G, and I'm going to walk you through how I play it. And we go through some things along the way. The first thing I want to say is that I wrote the song with very strong, hopefully a very strong melody, because that's how Remo played, and I wanted there to be I wanted the song to speak true to how he was. So he played very strong melodies when he soloed. So that's why, to me, I wanted it to be a really defined, kind of clear, strong melody. The other thing is, when you're playing this song, there has to be a clear distinction between the volume of the melody and all the accompaniment, because it's a solo guitar version that we're doing here. There has to be a distinction between the volume of the melody staying consistent and the volume of the accompaniment staying consistently beneath it. So that, in other words, it's not, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that sort of thing. So the melody has to stay consistently legato and on top, and the accompaniment needs to be lower to that. And the other thing I wanted to point out before I get into the specifics of playing it is I'm doing some things guitar-wise that if I were playing the song with a small group, I would be playing the melody in a different spot of the guitar, meaning the second phrase of the song. That jump, I wouldn't have made that jump if I would have just played. I would have just played it there, but because I'm accommodating the chords as well, there's some fingering things going on that are different than you would normally do. So here we go. The song starts out with a phrase that is kind of an imitation of the first ending of the song. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's B minor 7, E7 sharp 9, A13 minor 9, and then for these three chords, this G melody note stays consistent on top, and then we have 13 chords going up a half step each time. So it'll be, right? So that's kind of the melody of the intro. Then we have E7, E7, A7, D9 suspended. So those chords are going to be played quieter, like I'm stressing before. So it'll be, okay, E7, A7, D9 suspended, G7, C9, G7, D minor, A flat 7, G7, C9, F9 suspended. Now here it breaks away a little bit from the traditional blues changes. It goes to a B minor 11, B minor 7, then it goes to B flat minor 7, 11, E flat 7. Temporarily, we're going to the key of A flat there. So from the B minor 9, it's A flat 7. Then here, A minor 7, we're back in the key of G again. Okay, so that'll be you're just filling out the A flat major 7 chord there. A minor, D7, B minor 7, E7 sharp 9, A13 minor 9, D9 suspended. Then we're back at the top again, but it's kind of a good thing musically to never repeat something the same way twice. So there's some things that I do on the second time around that are quite different, just to vary it up a little bit for the listeners. So here's what I have. It'll be right from the second end, the first ending, G7. So like the first time I went here for the comp, I just did like a little bit something a little bit different. So G7. Now, instead of doing D minor 7, G7, I did A flat minor 7 to D flat 9. So to be and then instead of going, I go on beat 4. That's kind of like a Count Basie thing in my head. That's what it sounds like to me. So to be and then on that note, that melody note, D, I do a glissando, which I just exaggerated a little more than I would have really done if I were playing it. So it would be like this. This is the same. Now, at this part, for the repeat of that A section, I add, for the melody notes, I add a third underneath for the second part. So I go, right? Right? And then that's at the beginning of the solos. You would go to the solos then, okay? So, one more time, oops. Right? So on the out chorus, after you're done with the solos at that point, I do kind of a cool thing. I have, on the top, it's G13 chords going up a minor third each, like spelling out a diminished chord in 13 chords. Right? Now, if I were working with a bass player, I would have had him go, I would have him spell out a diminished chord going down, so it's contrary motion. The melody goes up, and the bass part goes down. But because I wanted to do this all live on the guitar, here's how I came up with that. I went, okay, and then I end on a G13 sharp 11 chord. Why not? So once again, it's, and in case you're wondering where I got that idea from, Remo once told me how Ravel's string quartet in F, he ends it on major chords going up, not 13 chords, major chords going up a minor third each. He goes, okay? So I took that idea, kind of in honor of Remo also. We're in the key of G, so instead of doing G major chords, I did G13 chords. Okay, and then I've got the bass line going. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed Blues a la Remo.